I don't have the energy to make any speeches. Let's just drink.
Come on. We all made it out alive, didn't we? That's more than we could have hoped for, so we ought to celebrate.
Huh?
Don't people usually get killed when they go to the surface? We all made it out unscathed, so that calls for a toast if you ask me.
Fine, do it.
This tastes strange.
Rapi! You are a real crack shot out there. You look like those illustrations they've got in the instruction manuals! Pew, pew, pew! Were you some kind of assassin when you were human?
No,
Then how come you're so good at shooting?
I'm not sure.
Right. I guess it's possible you're just a natural. What did you do when you were human, anyway?
What do you mean by that?
You know, what were your hobbies, dreams, aspirations, stuff like that?
I didn't have anything. Nothing.
No hobbies?
No.
No favorite food?
None.
No turn-ons or turn-offs?
Negative.
I see what's happening here. You're the type who builds up walls and doesn't warm up easily to people. Well, you better brace yourself, because you'll find I don't give up easily.
Wow. That's my first time seeing someone pass out after drinking half a cup of booze. One of you barely makes a sound, and the other makes such a racket I could tear my hair out. Talk about a real pair of oddballs.
Rapi, what's your favorite color?
I don't have one.
Then how about red? I think it suits you.
If you say so.
Rapi, do you have any aspirations or anything like that?
I'm not sure.
Well, as for me, I'd like to... actually, I'm not going to say. Until you give me an answer, I won't tell you anything about me. If you want to hear my story, then you've gotta give me a proper answer. Got it? I'm telling you, you better bust out the tissues, because my story is a real tearjerker. Dang, that was tough. Did you ever travel around when you were a human?
No,
Is there anywhere you want to go?
not sure. I don't know.
Come on! You're telling me there isn't a single place you're interested in going?
I don't know.
Hey, Rapi.
Yeah?
I'm tired of waiting. By the time you end up giving me an answer, I'll have forgotten my entire story. When we get back, I'm gonna end up talking about myself all night, so be sure to clean out your ears beforehand. Oh, and have plenty of snacks and drinks prepared. Just no alcohol, okay?
Okay.
No sleep for you tonight.
All clear. Come in, squad leader. All raptures have been eliminated. Awaiting further instructions. Waiting for your order. Please issue a command. Sarah, I was a sickly person. From the day I was born, I never stepped beyond the walls of the hospital. It was my entire world. The day I was finally cured, I was unceremoniously thrust into the world. That's when I was killed. So I don't know anything. I don't know what kind of person I was. I don't know what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. I wanted to answer all of your questions, but there's nothing else I could have said to you other than that. I wanted to know about your story. I was always curious about how other people lived their lives. But I don't even know what kind of questions to ask. I'm sad.
Nothing can stand against my firepower!
Is that her? Yeah, that's her. I saw her name when she entered it in the vending machine. RR15436.
Isn't she the one who brought back the head?
Yeah.
And she still got an appetite after that? Incredible.
Apparently she brought back 3 heads, not just 1.
Wasn't it 5?
I don't know. I heard 3.
Should we ask?
Let's go. I think she's alone. You're RR15436, right?
That's right.
Were you in Squad 0910F?
Yes.
I heard they were all wiped out during an operation. Well, I guess not entirely wiped out, considering you're still alive.
Anyway, I heard you brought back a few severed heads. Was it 5 or 3?
3.
Wow. So the stories are actually true? Amazing. But why do you do that?
Nikkes can survive and be regenerated as long as their brains are intact.
So, you cut your squad mates' heads off and brought them in? And you've still got an appetite after all that grisly business?
I failed to see the correlation between the two.
Oh, well, it's just... There you are, yucking it up with your squad mates one moment, and the next you're cutting off their heads. Yet you seem completely unaffected.
I simply felt the best outcome would be for them to be brought back to life.
But you don't feel unsettled in any way?
Not at all.
Eesh, personally, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
I heard you got some kind of medal.
Yes, I did.
That's it? Just a crummy medal?
They also said I could join any squad of my choice. I received some credits as well.
Credits? How much?
20 million.
Wow, they're really laying it on thick these days.
I still find it hard to believe. Did you really bring back 3 heads?
Yes.
So, you're telling me there you are, the only one left standing. You take the heads of your 3 squad mates, stuff them in a brain shelter, then traverse the surface, on your own, mind you, for an entire week before arriving at the Ark?
That's right.
And you didn't run into any raptures on the way?
I attempted to avoid combat as much as possible, but I ended up in 12 separate engagements.
And you defeated them all, by yourself?
Yes.
I know what you're doing. I don't care how desperate you are for attention. You should know better than that.
I don't understand what you mean.
If you're gonna lie, you could at least try and make it more believable.
I'm not making anything up.
Be honest. You butchered your squad members before going on the operation. And you left 3 alive so you could take their heads with you. You did it all so you could get that goofy medal.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Doesn't this all seem awfully suspicious to you? If she wants to make up stories, fine. But she's making herself out to be some kind of goddess. What a load of crap. If you want to be a hero, do it the right way. Don't resort to dirty tricks.
What if she's telling the truth?
How does that make any sense? Don't you find this even the slightest bit bizarre?
I mean, it does seem far-fetched.
You see? I'm telling you, she's lying through her teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Of course you are! Without any proof, there's nothing I can do. I just feel terrible for those innocent Nikkes who died by your hand. Do you remember their faces? Their names? Do you remember what kind of people they were? My tooth!
Hey, are you crazy? She's crazy. Instructor! Instructor!
As far as I can remember, that was the first time I have ever acted on my own accord.
A memorable day, sure. But one marred by violence. So, what happened next?
Fights between Nikkes weren't as common back then as they are now. So, I was sent to the rehabilitation center.
The rehabilitation center? Oh man. Focus fire! Can we finally hit the beach and relax?
Will I be able to try other things as well?
Hey, be quiet.
Rio.
They always show it right after that ad, so hush up.
You seem to be a big fan of Pretty.
She's the best. She gives me strength. What are you looking at? You aiming to end your life early?
Rio, please. If we cause trouble here, who knows what will happen to us?
I don't understand. Do I die if I look at you?
You're about to if you keep looking at me like that.
What precise sequence of events would lead to such an outcome?
1, you keep staring at me. 2, I get pissed off. 3, I beat you to death.
I don't follow the progression from 1 to 2.
Keep staring, and you'll find out real quick.
Hey, I'm sorry about her.
You gonna keep eyeballing me?
Yes, since I want to understand.
Alright, fine. Allow me to make it crystal clear for you. Huh?
Huh?
I still don't understand. Is there anything I am missing?
I won't forget this.
Rio! Rio? Oh my. She's fainted. You're pretty good. What's your name? I'm Wendy. Rio was the one passed out on the floor.
I am RR15436. I'm Rapi.
Okay. Rapi. Nice to meet you. We're all mass-produced Nikkes here, so we're free to speak casually.
What did you do to get in here?
I see you're not one for small talk.
Do you have any hobbies? Where would you most like to go? What are your aspirations?
I must say that I'm not used to such a direct approach. It's caught me off guard a little. How about you?
Me?
Yeah. Shouldn't you start by telling us your story first?
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'm afraid there's no deal.
I truly don't have anything to say.
Huh?
I have no hobbies. There is nowhere I wish to go. No aspirations. I have nothing.
Was your memory wiped?
No. I simply have nothing to recall.
Come now, that's impossible. Every person has at least got some memorable things to remember.
I am no longer a person. I am a Nikke.
You're funny. At least it looks like I won't be bored in here.
Why won't you be bored? Is there something interesting in this place?
There certainly is. I'm looking right at her.
Woo! That concludes today's lesson.
No. You're supposed to say you're okay during moments like that.
But I'm not, so why would I say I am?
It's a matter of politeness, a social courtesy. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
Pop quiz. Someone steps on your foot. What do you say to them?
You got a death wish or something, punk?
I see Rio's been teaching you more inappropriate phrases. You should say, "It's okay."
Okay, again?
It really is a magic word. It makes you out to be the bigger person, which causes the other person to think about what they've done. It's a way to defend yourself while also attacking.
Why is it necessary to defend and attack during a conversation?
Ugh, this is so frustrating. Where does someone this clueless even come from?
Does your chin still hurt?
Of course it does. I'm letting it slide because you apparently didn't know any better, but if you'd done it intentionally, you'd be 6 feet under by now.
6 feet under? What does that mean?
Dead. In the ground. Buried.
But why?
Ugh, you're driving me crazy! Wendy, I've got a proposition.
What is it?
We toss her out into the open and have her figure it out on her own. She'll either get beaten up or cursed out, and she'll have to learn the hard way.
That may be true, but there are 3 reasons why I'm using the current approach.
What are they?
1, we have a lot of time to kill here at the rehabilitation center. 2, with this new information, Rapi might go on to teach other people who are clueless like she once was.
How does that help us?
She's useful for us as well. An opportunity to impress yourself upon another isn't easy to come by as a Nikke. 3. It's fun.
Yeah, fun. Oh, it's time for the ad. Everyone be quiet.
Here comes Pretty.
Quiet.
All right, all right.
Rio,
Yeah?
are you into Pretty?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You have the same look on your face as when you have a special meal. You always want it all to yourself.
Well, I guess there's a bit of overlap. If only because there is that feeling of desire. However, to be exact, it's more like envy.
What are you envious of?
Oh, the way she sings and dances. How all eyes are on her. Not to mention how gorgeous she is. I want to be like that, but I can't. There you go, envy.
Why can't you be like that?
Are you seriously asking me that? Look at me. Use your brain for just a moment.
You and Pretty are both Nikkes. You're both Nikkes, so why can't you be like her?
Is there anyone you want to be like?
No.
Of course not. You will eventually, way down the line, I guarantee it. Then you'll understand what I mean. Wanting to become something is one thing. Actually becoming it is a different story.
I'm not sure I understand.
You are exhausting, you know that? I'm going to sleep. Today's lesson ends here.
Can we finally hit the beach and relax?
I should never have come here.
Hey,
Rapi, I was waiting for you.
let's go.
Where?
You haven't decided on a squad yet, right?
Not yet.
Come with us. Join our squad.
Why?
For crying out loud, just calm. Why do you always have to ask questions?
That's just how she is.
You're right. We want you to come with us because we feel sorry for you. And there's still a lot to teach you. So, stop talking back and just come. Our squad has its own unique name instead of a serial number. I've already brought you up to the squad leader, so hurry.
The squad has a name?
Yeah. Most squads go by serial numbers, but those that are a cut above the rest have actual names. Ours is Skullhead. Ever heard of it?
No.
Look it up. We're quite famous.
All I see are articles about you being involved in violent incidents.
There are only recent articles. Look up some older ones.
Who cares about what articles have to say anyway? Are you coming or not? For your information, our squad specializes in combat. We operate differently from transporting or mining squads. You can fight, can't you? That's why you got that medal?
A combat squad?
Mass-produced Nikke squads are divided into 3 main types. First are those which secure resources on the surface. They go up to the surface, locate resources, and transport them back to the Ark. The conditions they have to work in are far from ideal. The mortality rate is high. That's what your previous squad was, right?
Yes.
The second is Ark defense. They stay in the Ark and maintain law and order. At least, that's what they tell us. In reality, the Nikkes are little more than cannon fodder and emotional punching bags. And the third is combat units. That's what Skullhead is. They either overhaul key facilities on the surface, or proceed to specific areas to exterminate raptures. They're the creme de la creme of the 3 types. The mortality rate is the highest, but so is the glory. Even though Nikkes were heavily criticized for their disappointing performance in the Surface Reclamation War, the Goddess Fall incident and the With Nikke campaign promoted by Mustang, the CEO of Tetraline, have allowed us to regain some of our former glory. The treatment we received has improved by leaps and bounds, so it's a coveted role for any mass-produced Nikke.
Not for me.
We know you don't desire anything. But in extreme environments where life and death hang in the balance, anything can happen. I'm saying that there's a high chance you'll find something you want.
Besides, it's not like you have anything else going on, do you?
I don't.
Then join us, why don't you? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us rather than rub strangers the wrong way?
I don't rub people the wrong way.
You're doing it right now.
I'll come with you. What do I have to do?